The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Hopkins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hopkins. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6. From the gun, Hopkins. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 4.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
7-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll find Hall. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Lions. 53 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 7-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
second down now. It's Cohen, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On second down, it's Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, Cohen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
By Will Harris.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Ready? 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
To throw on second down, Hopkins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
On the carry for Detroit.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
On first down, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Detroit! So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. SOS.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
26 Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Hopkins. That's complete to Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he will be out of bounds with a 1st down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Kill. Check. Fresno. Shift.
Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Extra point.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw in deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the gun, Stafford completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
15.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well, as the 2nd half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
31-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hopkins gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Bears.
On Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try again with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run. This is Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
2nd down and 7. Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's the end of the
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hopkins. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Stafford's pass.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run down some clock with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Carry on Johnson, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The tackle by Robert Quinn. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A 2-yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over.